Good morning, guys. Warm welcome to Alan's Allotment. Sunday the 24th of January 2020. Hope everybody's staying safe, being practical and keeping themselves out of harm's way. As you can see, it's extremely cold again. It's minus Baltic again outside. Frost everywhere and the ground's hard. But I would much rather have it like this than rain and sludged up to the eyeballs. Not sure what I'm going to do today. I've got the birds fed and watered, having a cup of coffee. Got a couple of corn bins to fill up with the feed for the week and top up all the 25 litre water bottles. And then I'm thinking that I might pull out the 5-in-1 strimmer, and while I have the motivation, make a start on those brambles on the back side of the fence, trying to smash those down before any new growth starts on them, guys. So we'll have this and we'll see whether I do that or to change my mind again as usual. I just want to thank all my subscribers. I really do appreciate the subscribes, all the comments, all the likes. I really do appreciate it, guys. Stay safe and I'll see you shortly. Right, guys, as you can see, we've started smashing the brambles down. I'll give you the story when I get back in the shed, but this is seriously making a dent in this, guys. And there's we've just run out of juice, I think, guys, but you can see what size and height the brambles were and how thick they were. And this thing, this blade here, just absolutely smashes it down, and it mulches it on the way down as well, guys. So otherwise we would have been left with all these great big long strands which would possibly take them root again. It actually mulches as it's going along, and you can see all the rubbish that people have been dumping in there because it was all bramble. And but yeah, we've done quite an area, guys. That's only that last little bit we have left, but you can see we've got all of this done down here as well, all the way right back to the gate. It's taken me quite some time to do this, but yeah, it was pretty tough and difficult. I just want to show you how powerful this blade and strimmer are as well, guys. I accidentally nicked the fence, and that's chain linking, and it ripped a hole in it, as you can see. It's really strong, guys. And you've got to be very careful when you're using this and not hit the ground, and watching for stones and all the rest of it's been pretty difficult because of the amount of rubbish that's in here, but we're getting there slowly but surely, guys, and we've only got that last little bit there to chop down round here. Of course, I still need to go all the way down this path and get all that bramble back off this side of the path to stop it catching on the car, but I'm not going to get it all done today, guys. I'll catch you later. Right, guys, that is one serious strimming blade. That it knocked them brambles down without even thinking about it. I watched a YouTube video prior to purchasing this, and I wasn't sure whether this would be powerful enough to handle this blade, the weight of it and the strength of it. It turns out it is. However, with this particular model, you've got to keep on just squeezing the trigger and get the blade right up to its full speed, and then keep your throttle full on, and it does work. Now this is just a little garden line 5-in-1 multi-tool. Absolute nightmare to get started. It weighs a ton, but we've got a harness here that you can hook on, and it does actually make life a little easier as long as you get the harness on right. There's no instructions on how to wear the harness, but I suppose it's just a bit of common sense, guys. The verdict: it took forever to warm the engine through. Every time I was pulling the throttle, it would just and start to die out on me, and I had to leave it ticking over for I don't know how long, and then just gently with the throttle and keep on doing this, and it took nearly 30 minutes to get this thing running up to speed, warm through and get it going. Now that's because it come right out of the box as is, and it might not be the same next time round. We definitely got the mix right. It might be that it had the wrong mixing in the first place and there was a little dreg left in the fuel tank. So It could have been that it was being too much oil and was getting choked out. I don't know, guys. Anyways, moral of the story is it's done a cracking job of those brambles. We'll just take you around there and let you have a look at what we've got done. We've got it finished off now, guys, and I've actually come up the other side now, up to the gate. So that's a great job. At least I can see now to clear the rubbish at some point. And then we can get the ride-on lawnmower down there. But as you can see, we've got all of that cut back from there and on the other side. So that's made a cracking job, absolute cracking job of the grass. I'm going for a cup of coffee. I'm absolutely gagging for a drink, guys. I'll see you in a minute. Guys, so what's in the box? Well, basically that one's just an extension pole. Then you've got your spool of line, which is quite a heavy duty spool, that actually. Then you've got your pruning saw, a little chainsaw there, and then you have your hedge trimmer, which looks pretty rugged, and you can angle this as well any way you want it. But one thing I want you to know is that these splined rods that drive the shafts, they do and can keep sliding out, so you've got to make sure you don't lose them and push them right back in, guys. But in fairness, they do come with these end caps you can clip on the end to keep muck out and stop the rod from sliding out, guys. Handle, hedge trimmer, pruning saw, and the normal spool. And this is an extra attachment I put on. This was bought separately. What a beast that is. But it does come with a metal 3-prong blade as well, guys, and an extra collar for holding the big spool on, and some washers for different size heads. And in fairness, that 3-bladed one, the light one, made a good job of trimming around these borders, as you can see. So miles better than line strimmers, guys. I'm not actually sure what use that is when this blade does such a good job. And what's more, even as a strimmer, this blade, you've obviously got to be careful you don't dig it in the ground, guys, and get your balance just right. But even that makes a cracking job of just trimming down, guys. Now I'm going for the coffee. Right, guys, I just got in the shed now. I didn't have any safety goggles, so I used an old pair of Poundland glasses, guys. It protected my eyes, that's the main thing. Right, so yeah, that's an absolute brilliant job. I didn't know what I was going to get done today, guys, but I'm pleased I decided to persevere with getting that thing started, because that has made it made, once it was running and running right, it made absolute mincemeat of those brambles, guys. It just blitzed them, and it also, because of the shape of the blade, having the coming down on each side like this, you have a flat and then it comes down. As you're cutting, what you do is you come down on top of the brambles like that, and it just mulches it as it goes down, guys, and it flies through them. I was cutting through brambles that thick, and I'm not exaggerating, and it just mulched them up like they didn't exist. Absolutely brilliant. Now, overall, fighting with it to get it going in the first place was the biggest problem, but now that it's been run in, it should be fine, guys. And then after that I stopped and started it a few times just while I had a bit of a rest, caught my breath, and it started the first time every single time after that. So fingers crossed we've got it right now, guys, and we've got it worked in. Yes, overall it's a good machine. It weighs an absolute ton though, guys, hence the harness. But it really is simple to put on. But a lot of people couldn't work out how you do this, and it has a lot of adjustments so you can lift it up or down, but I found you've got to have it quite high because of the length of the shaft. Otherwise it'll just drag on the ground when you're trying to actually strim, and that's really dangerous, guys. So yeah, plenty of adjustment on the strap though for anybody in any size. And overall, for what I paid for it, 100 quid, it's a good bit of kit. And the main thing is, it done the job I wanted to do. I've still got to go down the path on that left hand side. I'm not going to be doing that today, I've had enough. I'm quite out of breath. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do anything at all anymore now, guys. It is only 2 o'clock. But even though the bramble whacker did make mincemeat of those brambles, I'm pretty tired now because the sheer weight of the machine, it's wore me out. But yes, it's done a cracking job and I'm delighted. That's got the nightmare of brambles all chopped back on this side now. And as the weather picks up a bit, we'll clear the rubbish from around that area as well, guys. Unless people come and dump any more. And then we might be able to get the ride on more, or even the hand push more. And as the bramble starts to try and make a comeback, we'll just keep on flying over the top of it and make mincemeat out of it now that that's done the big job. So that isn't the end of the life of this trimmer. It's done its job, yes, but each year I'm going to have to keep cutting them brambles back down the path. And if that does get out of hand for any reason, it's always there to do that. We've also got it as a chainsaw for trimming trees back, because some of the trees behind me as well are reaching out, and it's got a big long pole as well, so I can lop them off as well as they get out of control and out of hand and start reaching over into the path. Yeah, overall, useful piece of tool. Useful piece of tool. Useful tool then. Right guys, I've got the kettle on and I'm going to have a cup of coffee. I just want to say thanks again for all your subscribes, likes, comments, etc. I really do appreciate it. Sorry today isn't a massive amount of content. I would have liked to set the camera up and let you see me actually whacking them brambles down. However, the noise would have been horrendous. And I just needed to get cracking and get it done more than anything. And with the struggle that I'd had with the Strimmer in the first instance of getting it, fighting with it to get it going in the first place, then I thought we'd just crack on while we got it running. However, as I say, I did stop and start it a couple of times, and it started back up first shot every time. But of course the engine was worn through then. We'll see how it behaves next time. Right guys, as always, stay safe, be practical, and keep yourselves out of harm's way. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.